Welcome to the Effortlessly Abundant Life podcast, where we will dive into the mindset, spirituality, and practical tools to have more of what you want with less effort. I'm your host, Natalia, a mindset shifter, certified life and success coach, and hypnotherapist who is obsessed with making your life feel good from the inside out. So let's dive in today's episode in 3, 2, 1. Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome to another episode of Effortlessly Abundant Life. Today is such a good episode. You want to stay actually to the second part because I'm going to lay down for you the 10 reasons why you are not manifesting whatever it is that you want. If it's the relationship that you're dreaming to have, or the career that you want, or the money you want, or the freedom you want, whatever that is that you want, why it is not here. I'm going to lay down for you all the reasons and actionable steps for you to move towards whatever that is that you want and start seeing yourself manifesting whatever it is that you want. So you definitely want to stay tuned. And I have to tell you guys, so this is my third attempt of recording this episode. You don't understand when the universe don't want you to do something, trust me, it does anything that's needed for you to kind of redirect you to whatever that is needed. So I am so excited to just share this with you because my computer was not recording my episodes. And every time it did, it just was like a complete white noise. So, so just, not everything is going smoothly, and you just got to trust that whatever is happening is for you. And do your best. That's all we can do, right? But also I want to share with you something so exciting. So for those who don't know, I'm a professional opera crossover singer and also an actress, apparently. And I got this amazing opportunity to play a role in a really cool, funny comedy that was in Queen's Theater. And we had 4 shows. And I was just asked to do the scene. And, it's been a while since I was on stage and acting. It's been a good, wow, I don't even know. But it was so fun to just kind of like do something else. And I remember kind of putting this out there that I want to do something different. I want to have like a cool experience. And this just opportunity came to me, and I'm so happy it did. And just so you know, guys, as I'm recording, it is 1 p.m. So, so make a wish. Beautiful, guys. So I want to share with you why the things you want are not here yet. There's many different reasons, and it varies from person to person, but these are the most common ones I see in myself, that the things that I wanted are didn't happen, or for my clients, or for the people that I'm talking with, and they're sharing what the things they are manifesting and why they're not here yet. And these are the most common ones. Okay. So let's dive into the first one. The first one is you are not clear in whatever that is that you want. Let me explain to you something. When you go to a restaurant, okay, and you tell the waiter, when you're like hungry, but you don't know what you want to eat, and you just tell him, I just want to eat. Okay, what it is that you want? We have a full menu of this and this and this and this. And he just doesn't know how he can serve you, right? And then he brings you a dish and you're not happy. And then you wonder why. Because you're not being specific, right? I want a salad with a side of the dressing, and I want chicken, and I want avocado, and I want tomatoes, and I want this, and I want that. And you're being specific. Guess what? You're going to get a specific order, and you're going to get exactly what it is that you want. This is exactly the same thing if you want to manifest anything. You cannot just say, I want to be rich. I just want to be, I just want to have more money. And then you're probably finding yourself walking down the street and finding a quarter. You're becoming richer but a quarter is not going to get you too far. So you have to be specific. How much money do you want? how you want to feel when you're going to have this relationship that you're dreaming to have, how you are going to run your business, how your day is going to look like, what kind of services are you going to provide? Being as specific as you can until it doesn't feel good. Okay. And this is the thing why I love kind of incorporating human design, because human design, it really taps into our unique way of manifesting and channeling energy. Because as you know, everything is energy and vibration. So everybody's channeling vibration differently through our energy centers. And some people are not meant to be super specific, but be specific. And this is a like rule of thumb to all kinds of energy types, right? Do it until it doesn't feel good. Okay. If I want to manifest a certain amount of money, okay, and I tell myself, and if you are kind of following this whole podcast, you know, and I tell you exactly the step by step how to manifest anything you want. The number one thing is you're not never saying I want. There's no wanting. It's already here, and I'm just declaring that. Okay. So I am grateful that I have 6 figures in my bank account. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This feels good to me. If I'm being too specific, meaning I'm being specific to the dot, I want to have 500,655 dollars in my bank account right now. It doesn't feel good to me. So you see what I'm saying? You have to be specific until it's not feeling good for you anymore. But be specific in what you see, be specific in how you feel, be specific with who you're doing it, be specific of what do you see, what do you hear. Be very specific until, again, it doesn't feel good and it feels like, I don't believe it anymore. I don't believe I can have it. But 6 figures, I can stand behind it. You see what I'm saying? If I'm not, let's say I don't even have 6 figures, and then I want to manifest 6 figures, that feels good to me because it's general enough, but it doesn't put that pressure on me to hit that number, a certain number. Okay. So this is something you have to be clear with yourself and really draw down, sit down, script, write journal, what it is that you want, and really be specific until it doesn't feel good for you anymore. And trust me, this is a good one because once you know what you want, the whole world is going to align with whatever it is that you want and bring it to you. Okay. So that is the number one reason why a lot of people don't see what it is that they want. The second reason is your vibration is not aligned with whatever that is that you want. Simple as that. Whatever you want has a certain vibration. Okay. But if you are not in the same vibration of whatever it is that you want, and you're putting, let's say, contradicting vibration, you just guys not going to meet, right? You're just gonna be parallel. You're vibing in one way, one wavelength, and whatever it is that you want is on another level. You have to be already in the feeling, in the energy, whatever it is that you want to call into. So I want you to be super curious and not in a judgmental way. But if you were looking at yourself as a third person, looking at how you behave, how you speak, most importantly, how you think, how you see things, how you interpret things, what would you say about yourself? And be super honest and not in a judgmental way. It's not about putting yourself down. It's about being honest and realizing that we cannot call in whatever that is that we want if we are not being receptive to that, right? If I want to bring in the love of my life, my partner in crime, that person, the partner that I can share life with and have a family with, and all the things that I want, right? And I'm putting this out there. I'm being specific, how I want to feel, what I'm going to see, what I'm going to smell, what I'm going to touch, all the things we're going to share together. But then I speaking and saying, oh, there's no good men out there. Oh, all the good ones are taken. Oh, it's not going to happen. Oh, I wish things were different. Well, how are you supporting that? How are you being receptive to whatever it is that you want? You're already putting a different vibration out there by saying those things. Because if you're saying it, it's definitely on your mind. So you got to be super careful what is that you're saying. And same thing with money. If you want to call in more money, I hear it all the time. People say it all the time. Oh, I cannot afford it. Oh, I don't have money for this right now. Well, is how you're going to be that, like, would your wealthy, rich version of yourself will say that? Probably not, right? You don't have to say yes to anything, but money shouldn't be the reason why not. Okay? Because trust me, if there is something that you want, you will find a way. And it's so funny. Those people that say they don't have money to invest in themselves or do something that is going to transform their life, but yet they're going to the store and get themselves a $500 purchase of whatever that is that they want to get the temporary fix. So for that, they have the money, right? They didn't even imagine not having it. But suddenly, for whatever that is that they need and truly going to transform their life, they're being cheap, right? And this is actually a third reason. Stop being cheap with yourself. Stop half-assing everything for yourself. What does that mean? If you know that if you want to have a successful business or you need to do something and you need to have the skills and you need to hire a coach to get you there faster, to show you the road, to uncover things you cannot see for yourself, and you don't want to invest in yourself, what are you saying to the universe? I'm now worthy to be invested in. That's number one. And second of all, I don't want it enough. Therefore, the universe is just going to show you more reasons of why you shouldn't invest in yourself and why it's not going to work out. A lot of people don't understand. It's not just the coach is going to change your life, but you making the decision of hiring a coach or doing or investing in a course or going somewhere to get training or in doing something that involves investing money that you know that you need in order to get better in whatever it is that you want. If that's your business, if it's going to a relationship coach or doing anything to help you to become that expert or that, get a better version of yourself so you can attract whatever it is that you want, and you're not investing in yourself, how you expect things to work out for you? How do you expect things to just come to you if you're not willing to do the first step first? So you cannot be cheap on your dreams. You cannot be cheap with yourself. You cannot just take the shortcuts and pretend you doing something, but you're not. Really ask yourself what it is that I need to do that I'm terrified of. That is what you need to do. That is pretty much the wall that stands behind whatever that is that you want. And trust me, I've been there. I tried to half-ass, read a book, take that really cheap course, tiptoeing towards my dream. It doesn't work this way. It just doesn't, because if I am tiptoeing towards whatever that is that I want, and I'm not 100% body, mind, soul, action, mindset, everything, energetics in it, there's no way it's going to come to my life. And it's something that I wish would somebody talk more about. Yes, you can dip toe, you can try, you can just taste, you can just say, oh, I tried, at least I tried, but you really didn't because you didn't give your 110% into it. And I'm not talking about hustling yourself to death. I'm not talking about hours and hours of working hard. I'm talking about deciding that you are done playing small, that you are done living a life that you're not excited and passionate about, that you are done expecting and accepting people in your life that pull the life out of you, that just take the life out of you, and they're not inspiring you, they're not benefiting you, they are putting you down, they are wearing you emotionally down. Dating people that are not in your, like, who you really see yourself in years and years from now. That's what it's all about. When you make that decision, everything turns around. And it's not about if you want to, let's say, build a business of your dreams, right? You want to build a business that is a reflection of your passion, of who you are authentically, and you want to make money of doing what you want and not just working for money. It's not about just quitting your job and doing the thing. You could, but it's about first being that version of yourself that is a business owner. And you will see how everything will shift towards that for you already. It's 110% giving your all to your business and building something, and not just like putting a post here and there, or taking reading a small book that just gives you a little bit but not enough to know exactly what it is that you need to do, and you know you need to hire a business coach and you're not doing it, or you need to do something in terms of being more consistent and you're not doing it. That is why things are not working out for you, because you're not giving your 110%. So look in whatever that is that you want and you're not manifesting it yet. Ask yourself, am I 110% energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally in it? Am I tiptoeing in this whole thing, or I'm actually in it entirely, giving my all? And then again, it's not about hustling yourself to death. It's just more the energetics. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to try a little bit. If it doesn't work, at least I know I tried. No, I'm here. It's going to happen today, tomorrow, 2 years from now. It's going to happen. But I'm going to show up consistently, doing what I can do every single day towards whatever that is that I want. Hiring the people that I want, not being cheap on my life and what I want. This is not a rehearsal, guys. Newsflash. This is your life, and you have one amazing, beautiful, unique life. And let me tell you, and I want to remind you guys, just to become a human being in this form, it is 1 to trillion. And now, specifically now in this world that we live right now, in this era where we're transitioning to a new dimension, pretty much. This is something the souls truly, it's like winning a lottery, to be a soul living and experiencing this amazing transition and this being part of this collective consciousness and moving through the obstacles, but the feeling of the after, the freedom, the love, the ascending is so, so amazing. And you're wasting it by sitting in a job that sucks the life out of you. You're sitting in a relationship that doesn't fulfill you. You're sitting and putting yourself in a safe, quote unquote, place where you're not opening your heart to meet people and truly experience intimacy with yourself and others, and live life on a deeper level, on a deeper feeling, and not just surface feeling, and going for whatever that is that you want all in, and not, again, tiptoeing towards it. So this has just had to come from me, I guess, because I'm very passionate about it. And it's not easy, but you know what's harder? Be 80, 90, whatever, when you're older and you're looking back into your life. And again, this is the number one regret that all senior people talk about, is the regret of not doing whatever that I wanted to do because they were afraid of what people will say. They were afraid they're going to fail. And now it's almost too late because they don't have the energy. They don't have the inspiration. They just done. And they just it feels too good already to be in the comfort zone. And it's hard for them to move out of it. So if you feel called in and you know there is something that you want out of life, if it's building your dream business, if it's having the relationship you always wanted, if it's to be a singer and a performer and live your passion, if it's making more money, but without hustling and working yourself to death, whatever that is, I have an amazing opportunity for you to work with me one-on-one for 3 months with me, where you're going to transform your life from wherever you are. We're going to bridge an entire new dimension for you, where you're going to become that match to whatever it is that you want in an effortless way, through reprogramming your subconscious, reprogram your energetics, reprogram, and also giving you the strategies. It's not just the energetics. I believe, and that's why I call my method the bridge method. We're bridging the spiritual and the practical together. So you are in that middle, in that beautiful spot where you can know exactly what it is that you need to do, and also be a match on your subconscious level to whatever it is that you want. So if you want to build a business, or you want to do more of whatever it is that you want, or you want to have the relationship, the money, the freedom, the fulfillment, the excitement to wake up in the morning and just be excited to be alive, and not just feel like you're just so tired all the time and anxious all the time and afraid all the time and worried all the time, and just live from these emotions that just sucks you into living and working in something you're just not passionate about, or being in a relationship that doesn't fulfill you anymore, or just being afraid to be in a relationship. This is an opportunity to work with me. So applications are open right now, and I only accept 3 specific souls that they know that is for them. And trust me, if you have this inner voice saying, hell yes, that's who I want to work with. And let me tell you, this is going to transform your life like you never thought it will. And I use human design to really design this whole process for you. It's not one kind of method fits all type of thing. I really building for you in a specific way, designing for you whatever that is that you want, and how to get there in a unique way that feels good to you. Okay. So using human design, using hypnotherapy, that is amazing way to reprogram your subconscious. If it's using NLP, if it's using energetics, my intuition, guidance, and meditations, and all the things that I do in order to get you to wherever you want, it is so powerful. And if you guys want more information, if you have any questions, if you feel this is for you, applications are now open. And the reason why I do applications, because I want to make sure it's a good fit for both of us. And so definitely check it out in the show notes, in the description bar below, and DM me at Effortlessly Abundant Life if you have any further questions. So moving to the next reason, which is number 4, number 3? I don't know. You tell me, guys. You're with me. So the next reason why are you not experiencing whatever it is that you want is because you don't believe it's possible for you. Whatever you don't believe is possible, it will not happen. Simple as that. So you really want to ask yourself, am I believing in myself? Do I trust myself? Do I trust the universe enough to really know that it's available for me and I can have it? Because here's the thing. People don't understand it. Not everybody wants to be a singer and singing on stage and creating songs. One of my clients, she is a very well-renowned and known DJ, and she's now kind of like moving towards songwriting. And she kind of like felt, oh, but there's so many out there. Who wants to listen to me? Why would I do this? And it's amazing to me how people think that whatever that is that they want, it's not going to be successful already. And it's just, there's no room for it, or it's going to be so hard. You have to understand you are so unique, and you're here in this planet Earth to fulfill your purpose, right? And we're going to have an entire episode about purpose, because I have a completely different thought about purpose. But fulfilling your purpose is just doing and moving through your desires. If you have a desire, you have a download, you have a will of doing something, you have something that pushes you towards doing something you want, and you're stopping yourself because you don't believe that it's possible for you, you're not good enough for it, you're basically not fulfilling your purpose. Right? There is a reason why you feel this and you want to do those things. Not everybody wants to be a singer. Not everybody wants to have a relationship. Some people are very happy being alone. It's not something that is just right. It is a reason why you have this deep desire to do something. And it's not going to go away. It's only going to get louder and louder and louder and louder. And you're going to feel more annoyed and more scared to move towards it, because you're suppressing it. It's suppressing it. And you kind of like reasoning yourself out of it. Oh, it's not practical. Oh, it's not going to happen. Oh, it's not really for me. Oh, I don't think I can do this. It's never happened to me before. I tried because I tiptoed towards it and I really tried, but it didn't work out. All of these reasons that we tell ourselves, it's a lie. What if this desire you have in your heart is actually how the universe wants to communicate to you with, right? This energy, this, ooh, I really want to do this, or I really want to experience this. I really want to have this. The universe wants you to have those things. The question is why you're doubting yourself, that you're not, or you don't believe it's possible for you, or you don't think you're worthy of it. So let's go back to the example of, I want a relationship, but then you are saying to yourself, well, I tried. I went to a couple of dates, didn't work out. Well, I don't know what's for me. I'm really enjoying my alone time right now. Bring somebody, it's going to be like a whole change. I don't know if I'm ready for this change. I don't know. The men out there are not the best. The good men are taken, right? But you're coming and saying to the world, I want this. Like, you really want this. And it's not going to get any quieter, right? This voice in you that wants this thing, to experience this thing, is only going to get louder and louder and louder. And you kind of, again, moving out of it by reasoning yourself, saying, oh, I don't need this right now. I'm actually happy the way I am. And you're lying to yourself. You're truly lying to yourself, and you're not being authentic and honest with yourself. So the thing is that our subconscious always want to keep us safe, right? This is one of the things that people don't understand. The subconscious is responsible for the 95% of everything you are experiencing in your life. It's the projector of your life. So think about it, that if your subconscious mind sees having a relationship as a threat, because it's going to, either you've been hurt before and your subconscious made a decision that is no longer safe for you to be in a relationship anymore, or you're going to get hurt, or subconsciously you're afraid that you're going to lose your freedom, you're going to lose yourself, and it's not safe for you to have that, you are going to sabotage yourself constantly. Even if you're trying to do all the things and you're doing the actions, but if your subconscious mind is not aligned with that, you see what I'm saying? It's just not going to work out because it's always going to keep you safe. So instead of being with you and opening yourself up to it and become a match to it and showing it that it's actually safe for you to experience deep love and go on dates and go and explore and be open again, it's only going to shut you down. You're always going to sabotage it. So people don't understand it's not the actions that you're doing. It's what energy you do the things you do. So it's so important to do the inner work, to do the subconscious work, to align again, energetically, align yourself to whatever it is that you want. And that's why I'm so passionate about whatever that I do, because I know how life-changing it is. And before I did this work with myself, I would go on dates for days. I would be in relationships that were just like horrible, and I was miserable until I really dug deeper and worked on my subconscious to reprogram, to see this as not a threat to my freedom and to myself, and see it as a good thing, and seeing it how it's supporting me and how it's benefiting me. Now it's a complete game changer. That's how I met my husband. And I'm happy. And it's sustainable. It's not like, you know how people, they might get the relationship, but they cannot handle it. Their body is just like not able to hold that. So they are rejecting, they're sabotaging it. They're doing something crazy. They're cheating on their spouses. They're doing something to really kind of erupt that right away because they don't feel safe in it. They don't feel they're worthy of it. They don't feel, and their subconscious is seeing as a threat. It becomes real. And that's why people are sabotaging themselves. That's why it's so important to do the inner work. And that's what also happens to people who are manifesting lots of money, right? They're like, they are matched to it. They're calling that in. They want the lottery, but it happens all the time. They just cannot contain that amount of money anymore. They just cannot. And they're sabotaging, they're overspending it. And now they become broke again. Because again, the subconscious always want to keep us safe. So you have to do the inner work. You have to go deeper. You have to have your subconscious align with your conscious, with whatever that is that you want. And hypnotherapy is the most powerful way that I found to make it a reality in so less time. And I got to tell you, my husband is in his weight loss journey right now, and he lost 25 pounds using hypnosis. And before that, he did all the intermittent fasting. He did all the things. He went to the gym, but he couldn't get it out. He couldn't get those pounds off. And he didn't understand why. And it's this vicious cycle of shaming and hating and feeling like shit, that why it's not happening. I'm doing all the things. And this is why, because your subconscious don't see it as safe to be thin in whatever reason. Maybe in your childhood, you didn't have a lot of money and you didn't have a lot of food, and you were overeating, so you feel full. So you feel like you never know when your next meal is going to be. Some people are like that. So understand that it's not what you do, it's in what energy you do, and having your subconscious finally understanding that it's safe for you to hold and receive whatever that is that you want, and do the inner work in order to see that happening. I'm going to give you also an action step that you can do with yourself. If obviously doing the inner subconscious work is the best way, but also start looking for evidence for whatever that is that you want. It's a really powerful trick and exercise you can do to start calling in more into whatever that is that you want. So if you don't believe it's possible for you to have, let's say, $1 million, right? Like you really want it, but you don't kind of like believe it's possible because it really never happened. You never seen anybody around you that have that kind of money. Start looking for evidence why it is possible. So if it's not in your inner circle, look online. We have the world in our fingertips, right? We can find somebody on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, just Google people that for them at $1 million, it's like they can make it in a day. It's easy for them. And you kind of like start seeing more evidence of that. Oh, it's so possible. It's not even a big deal. So start looking at writing those evidence. And maybe in your past, you had, let's say, a big money, a chunk of money just coming into you unexpectedly. So write those things down. Whatever happened in you in the past that kind of supports that thing you want to manifest, or people that you look up to that are experiencing this type of life. And then your kind of mind, your subconscious mind is going to start believing that, hey, it's not as far-fetched thing. And I'm not putting this on a high pedestal anymore. It's kind of like here. It's kind of like close to me. It's not that far. It's possible for me. So the last one for today, because we're going to have a part 2, because I'm going to give you the goods and I'm going to go all in and I'm going to give you the real stuff. And I'm not half-assing anything. So definitely look up for part number 2. But I want to give you the last reason for today's episode why you're not seeing whatever that is that you want. Okay. This one is a good one and important one. You do not identify yourself as someone that can have or experience that thing that you want. And it's kind of attached and kind of like relates to whatever I said before, but in a completely different way. If you say to yourself that I want to call in $1 million, but you don't see yourself as somebody that can have that type of money, it's going to be very, very hard for you to receive this type of money, right? And one thing that I want to really be clear about. If you think there's a lot of people kind of have this perception, okay, millionaires are only this way. All the millionaires that in my mind, they're vicious people. They are outrageous. They are buying all these cars and luxury. And it's just like not who I want to be. Right. But you still want the $1 million because it's going to support your purpose or your dream that you want to do. You want to do a nonprofit, you can help more people, or you just want to build a house for your family, or do something with this money to fuel the purpose that you want to have in this world. But you have this identity connection to being a millionaire to be a certain way, and you just don't want to be that person. You're going to sabotage yourself and you're not going to call in the $1 million. But here is the trick. There are people that are bazillionaires that are not driving a fancy car. They are not buying jewelries and they are all decked up. There are millionaires that are not living, or bad people. They are just using people for money. There are really good people that are very wealthy and they do amazing things with money and they live a humble life. But the money that they have gives them the opportunities to be freer, to resource whatever they need to have and hire people that they need so they have more freedom, help more people, right? If that's their family or they just humanity, right? And do more good with their money. There are examples like this. So I want you to decide whatever that is that you want, what kind of person I will be having this? Like, how would I identify myself? How would I dress if I would have the $1 million? How would I feel having the $1 million? How would I do things in my life? Like, how would I walk even? How would I carry myself? How would I speak? What kind of things I would say? What kind of things I would do with that money? Be specific. Again, coming to the first reason, being specific. So really take the time to really asking yourself, what kind of my version would be experience that is that I want, and not just seeing what's out there as the kind of like the ultimate truth, which is not. There's so many ways to experience wealth, love. Not, people think if I'm gonna be married, I immediately need to have kids, and I don't want that for myself. Therefore, I'm gonna sabotage having a partner because I don't want kids. Not it. You see what I'm saying? Like, not all marriages are buying a house and have 3 kids and a dog. Like, no, some marriages are just you and your partner living your best life and doing whatever that is that you guys want. You make the rules of how your dream life would look like. So really tap into your own way of doing things and what your identity will look like having those things, and see what is the gap and how you can bring it even closer. So hopefully, guys, you enjoyed this episode. If you did, I would really appreciate if you can post it on your stories and tag me at Effortlessly Abundant Life and share what was your favorite reason. What are the reasons that you resonate the most with? Or you can add your own and just tag me. I would love to hear from you. And not only I'm going to repost it, but I'm also going to give you a free gift for me that you don't want to miss. It's super, super good. And also, if you're going to rate this podcast, you're also going to get this gift. So just send a screenshot of you leaving your review, leaving your 5 stars, and I will send you a free gift that you would not want to miss. Trust me, guys. So I hope you guys liked it. If as I said, if you feel called to, I have 3 spots available for my one-on-one coaching. Is a 3-month journey that will help you to take you from wherever you are to wherever you want, with ease, with effortlessly, feeling good along the way, and not just like grinding yourself and feeling like shit going there. That's not the purpose. And really take you faster and experience the things that you want faster. So if you feel called to, and this is something that feels like a hell yes, go to my show notes, go to the description bar below. All the information is there, and fill out the applications, and we will get back to you and let you know if will be a good fit, and we can go on a call together and talk further, and I will answer all your questions. So guys, I love you. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you in our next episode.